Hello, congratulations for purchasing the award-winning Club9Forex in Divergence Indicator and Dashboard Scanner. And in this video, we're just going to let you see how to install the indicator and expert in your MetaTrader 4 and also how to use it efficiently. So we are just going to go ahead right now and just download it. And when it finishes downloading, as you can see right here, just finished downloading. When you finish downloading, all you just need to do is to click on open, and then you can right click on it and say extract to a specific folder. So I'm going to be extracting it straight up to my desktop, and I'll click on OK. So right now I can exit, I can close this, then go to my desktop and then access the file there. So here is the file, and I'm just going to open it straight up, and you can see we have two files. We have two files here, and the first one has Club9Forex Divergence Indicator, and then Club9Forex Divergence Dashboard Scanner. So it depends on the version at which you have purchased. If you have purchased a lifetime, it might end with lifetime. So what we are going to do right now is that we are going to right click on this and we click on copy. We are going to first copy the indicator, we copy it, and then we go to our MT4. Now this is a newly downloaded MT4 and a demo account, and then we are going to go to file, and then we go to open data folder, and then we go to MQL4. Then we go to indicator. So we are going to be copying the one that ends with indicator to the indicator folder. You right click and you click on paste, so it is right there. So all you just need to do is then to go back. So when you go back, you can see that we have the expert folder here. So we double click that too. Then you go back to the divergence, to the folder that you have downloaded, and then you right click on the one that has the divergence dashboard scanner, and you're going to minimize this and go to this MQL4 and paste it. Or if you do not get this method very well, you can just repeat it. You go back to your file, and then the MQL4, then you double click on it, and again you go to expert, and then you right click, and then you paste it right there. So once you are done with that, you can close that, and then you come to under the indicators or under the expert advisors, and then you right click and you click on refresh. So once you click on refresh, you should be able to see the experts folder right there, which is this one, and you also are supposed to be able to see the Club9Forex divergence indicator right there. So what we want to do right now is to try to install it. So you have done the first thing. You can close all these ones, and you can also close this. So we have done the first thing right now, and the second thing we want to do right now is to try to attach it to our chart. So you can press Ctrl G to remove all the grid lines right here. Ctrl G. Then you can right click on this and remove the indicator, the moving average indicator right there, and then you can come here under the chart line. Under this, you can click on the line graph. Just click on the line chart right here. It's going to turn to a line chart. So you can now right click on it and go to properties, and under this line graph you click on it and you click on none. So once you click on none, everything becomes blank. So right now you'll be able to attach the dashboard scanner on your chart. So the next thing you want to do right then is to go to the under the expert folder, and then you double click on this, or you can drag and drop it. Whichever you want to do is very okay. So you right click on it, and then under the command you make sure that you allow DLL import. You make sure that you allow DLL import. You don't need to allow the live trading because you are not using it to trade, so you allow DLL import. Then right here you are going to put in your username, and you are going to put in your password, the same username and password you use in accessing the website is what you're going to put right here. Now if you have purchased the lifetime, in this case you are going to be putting in the MT4 number right here, and also the unique number right here. So once you have done with that, the next thing you want to do is that under this LCL multiplier, you want to change it to 3. Just change the LCL multiplier to 3 so that it doesn't give you the signals that will eat LCL very fast. Then right here under the symbols, you can go through the list of the symbols right there. Anyone that you feel that you want to scan for and it is not here. For instance, let's say I want to scan for gold and it's not here. I can add it right here. SAR USD. And then let's say I want to scan for CAD JPY and it's not here. You just type in the CAD JPY. So if you want it to scan for say 15 minutes time frame, I will advise that you leave this one the way it is. For instance, it scans for 1 hour, 4 hours, 15 minutes and the daily time frame. But let's say you want to add the 5 minutes time frame, you just type the M5, and you want to add the 30 minutes time frame, you just type the M30. But you don't need this, you just leave it the way it should be. And then right now, you just need to do is then click on OK. So as you click on OK, it's going to keep on scanning. As you can see, it is actually displaying some signals right here, and it will keep on scanning for a whole lot of currency pairs. And so right now you can see that it has displayed all the different divergence that has occurred on the different currency pairs that we put in right there. And so that's the first thing you need to do. Once you do this, it displays all the different divergences on the different currency pairs. Now if you want to sort it according to age, all you just need to do is to click on this once, and it's going to sort it according to the newly detected divergence up to the you can use this to scroll down, and it will let you see all the divergences, sorting it from ascending order. So it is sorting it from the newly detected divergence up to the old detected divergences. Then if you want to sort it according to time frame, you can just click on this once. It's sorting it now from 15 minutes time frame, 1 hour, 4 hours and daily. And if you want to sort it at symbol, you just click on it once and you sort it out with alphabetically. But I would advise that you leave it on age. Now the next thing you want to do is to click on a chart, and once you click on it, then you want to have a template so that each time you open the template, you'll be able to see your indicators installed already. So what you want to do right now is to try to clean up this the way the chart is open. So you are going to press Ctrl G on your chart, on your keyboard, sorry. You're going to press Ctrl G, and it has removed all the grid lines. Then you can select this, and it's going to show you in candle format. Now, so with this right now, you'll be able to see the signals at which price I've given you, at which indicator I've given you. So what you want to do next is to then go and attach the indicator. So you can just double click on the indicator right here, and you can then put in your settings. Remember, you're going to allow the DLL import before you'll be able to access the indicator. So right here, you are going to put in your username, and then you are going to put in your password, and then you do not need to do anything more right here apart from just change this to 3, and then you are okay. So with this now, you can just try to minimize this a little. If you have received any error while trying to install it, then most likely you have not allowed DLL import. So you are going to allow automated trading, and you are also going to allow DLL imports, and you can click on OK. Now with this, if you have the money risk management on your chart, if you have purchased that too, you can try to put that right here. So with this, all you just need to do, just click on OK, and then we are going to try to save this. We are going to try to save this as divergence. So you can get a template name and just give it divergence, or whatsoever name you can put in. You can put in your own name. I can decide I want to name this to be LM Show. I can decide I want to name this to be Forex or whatsoever. But right here, we're just going to leave it as divergence. Then you click on save. So you can close this right now. After closing it, you now need to go back here. You now need to go back to right click on this dashboard, and you click on Expert Advisor, then you click on Properties. So with this, you can now change this to be Divergence, the same Divergence that you have saved right now. You just that you have created, you just put it right here, but make sure that it ends with .tpl. So whatsoever template name that you have created, you just put it here, but make sure that it ends with .tpl. Then you can click on OK. So the dashboard is going to refresh, and then you can sort it according to the age again. Then by the time you now click on this right now, it's going to automatically open the charts with the indicator installed on it. Let's try to open another one. Let's look at GDP card daily time frame, which is this one right now. I think this is going to be a very good signal for us to take. Let me quickly just do this. Under charts, show properties, under object, show property after creation, and so I can just remove this and change this to this. Okay, so you can see we have what looks like an ending diagonal, formation right here. If we go to the 4 hour time frame, it will be quite obvious, and so we can then use this to get our entry for a sell. So if you go to the daily time frame, what you can do right now is that if you want to take this trade, if you have the money management risk installed, then you can use it to take the trade as it has given you. Now this 285 pips is quite too high for you to want to risk. You want to try to go to the lower time frame so that you don't have too much high risk. But in any case, it's just going to be able to adjust the lot size to you according to the way you want it. So that is how you're going to be using the Divergence Scanner and dashboard. Let's look at GDP JPY 15 minutes time frame. Now this is giving you, this is a good example of the trade that has hit SL and yet you can still trade it. Now for this kind of formation, I am going to be expecting a shoulder edge shoulder, an inverse shoulder edge shoulder pattern right here, where this is just the head and price is going to go back to the same level before it then keep on going forward. As you can see, this look more like a continuation pattern where price have just made an impulse, then it's making a correction before it will then keep on going in the direction that is expected. So with this right now, I can actually decide to take this trade because we seem to be having a divergence right there, and price only just made a fake out. So if you want to take this kind of trade, if you have the money management installed, you can just do this and then set your SLs to some distance, maybe about 30 pips, SL, and then you can set your first TP to be somewhere around here, which is after the break of the neckline, and then you can set your second TP to be somewhere around here, and then we are expecting that price is going to be breaking out, and then the last TP to be above that level. Now we have an expectation of how to set your TP. This is just to show you how to use the money management tool together with the divergence indicator and dashboard. So with this right now, if you want to take this trade, all you just need to do is to click on market, but we are not taking the trade right now, just to show you how to do that. And then of course, if you want to install the indicator on several charts, all you just need to do is just to install it immediately, and it's going to be showing you it's going to be installing the indicator for you right there. If you want to install it on possibly USD card, you just need to do this and then select the divergence, and it will show you the indicator attached to it right there. You can see the signals that have been generated before, divergence, and this was the entry level price TP1, TP2, and TP3. And also on the Euro USD that we just saw, this was the divergence and the entry level price TP1, TP2, and TP3. Then you can try to change the settings of the divergence if you feel that you are not that much aggressive and you want a very conservative TP level. You can change this one to be 1.25 and you can change this one to be but I will advise that you at least allow your first TP to be 1 point something so that it covers your risk. Then your TP2 can be twice your risk, 2.1, and TP3 can be 3 times your risk, which is 3.0 and 3.25, which is okay. So as you can see, it has changed it accordingly right now, and then it makes more sense that you are risking this will cover your risk, and this is twice your risk, and this is 3 times your risk. And then of course your SL is some pips away from the end of the divergence line. If you are going to be taking that trade, for instance, the way you have gotten it, all you just need to do is to use the money risk trading tool, and right here you can put the SL to where it is, and then you can put the entry to this level. But if it's at current market price, it's not going to be this distant. Then you can move the TP1 right here. You can add to TP2, and you can also add for the TP3 right there, and then you can just click on market. Once you click on it, it takes the trade, and you will have made those amounts of pips. For this right now, I'm looking at buying Euro USD right now based on this formation. It's giving us an inverse shoulder pattern, and this rejection candle is probably going to give us that confirmation that we need. So if you have any questions, feel free to chat any of the mentors within the community, and you'll get all the clarifications that you need. So cheers and happy trading.